What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's episode of Annie's Adventures and Friends. I have some really cool guests for you this week. We're going to dive into acts of kindness along with a really cool event coming up. It's going to be going on from February. It's this weekend.
Yes, it's this weekend.
Oh my God. It's this weekend. And it's already going to be the 21st through the 23rd. So let's get this party started. Let me turn it around and introduce everybody, okay? How's it going, guys?
Hey.
Thank you so much for joining me. So over here we have Erick Aguirre. Thank you for coming on. He has a YouTube channel. We're going to do a deep dive into that right now. And then we have the International Coin Club of El Paso, which is the event. You guys have the El Paso 61st Annual Coin Show, free to the public, happening this weekend, starting on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to do, again, a deep dive on that. So, again, thank you guys so much for coming in. Thank you so much for bringing in all this money. Oh, my God. I'm scared. How much money is out here? Más o menos.
At least $3 to $5 grand.
Oh, my God.
Probably closer to 10.
Oh, my God. It's happening. All right. We're going to talk about this. So, what we'd like to do is we're going to go around. We're going to go on and ask you guys about your business, the events, anything you guys have coming up, anything you guys are looking for from the community. And then if you can, tell me what type of marketing do you do? What do you have any tips and advice for business owners and nonprofits? And then also a new question I want to ask is, what podcasts are you listening to or watching on YouTube? Just to kind of get that information out there to other business owners, nonprofits, musicians, artists, just creators out there. So let's go on and get started. We're going to start with Erick, okay? Sure. Just kidding. What's up, Erick?
Hi, what's up, guys?
Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm happy to have you back. It's been a little while. Excuse me. So I've known you for a few years now.
Yeah.
And man, you have quite the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just kind of want to, if you don't mind, share with us a little bit about your journey. You know, I know you as you're in marketing, so you help people with running ads, SEO, YouTube videos. You also are just a genuine all-around nice guy. You literally go out of your way, out of your pocket, and you spread kindness and you pass it forward. Yeah. So and I don't know, is this mostly UTEP students that you gift? Or?
Well, I try to do the whole community. I've gone to UTEP. I've gone downtown. I've helped the homeless.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and just
so cool.
As many people as I can, and not just the students.
Yeah. So it's just your community in general. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about your journey, how it started, where you're at, and is there anything that you're looking for from the community?
Okay, so I started doing YouTube. It's been around like 2.5 years now.
Okay.
And the reason that I started was because 3 years ago, I had open heart surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's been a long journey, right? It's been to get to where we are.
Right.
And also, prior to that, I started skydiving.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, this whole thing with the open heart surgery made me want to take action and do things that I wanted to do in the past, and I never did.
Okay.
So yeah, I started skydiving. On the first skydive, I had a stroke while I was with
your first skydive?
Yeah, on my first skydive. And I was with the instructor, so that was a good thing that I wasn't by myself, right? I remember that day we jumped out of the plane, and as soon as we jumped out, my whole left side, my whole left arm, my face got numb. It just gave out. Mm-hmm. And then the instructor...
How old are you, Erick?
I'm 29.
Wow.
So I had the open heart surgery when I was 25.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we jumped out and he was asking me, like all these questions, and I couldn't respond. I was moving my mouth, but no words were coming out. So like later on, the doctors did tell me that I had a stroke, like a major stroke, and I'm pretty sure it was that one because of like how different.
At 25.
At 25, yeah.
How does that happen? Do you know like what caused that or what's?
Yeah, so like after they did all these MRIs and scans, they found that I had a hole in my heart, size bigger than a quarter.
Oh my God.
So like every time like I would get anxious or stressed out, like I would feel like a flow going, like the blood flowing like through the hole.
Wow.
And then that's how like clots form, and they went through the hole and to the brain, and that's how I would get the stroke.
Scary.
Yeah.
Well, thank God you're okay.
Yeah.
and you know, out of something you were trying, like, because I got into skydiving too. I love it myself, and I know when I did it here in El Paso, like, it's around the same time you were doing it. So I was watching all your videos and everything. And you've jumped like how many times? 200,
around like 200 and something times.
Oh my! And on your very first one, you had a stroke.
Yeah.
But that says so much to me. Like, you're like, I'm still gonna do this. I still want to do this. This is still something I have on my plate, right? The skydiving. So then after that first jump, within your 200 dives, you had the heart surgery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in between, and then when I had that stroke, I didn't even know it was a stroke. I thought it was just like, I didn't even know what it was.
Sure,
like,
you're like a baby. What the hell? Like,
I didn't know what it was. So I ended up going to the hospital because I had like a total of 5 or 6 strokes. Like the first one, that skydiving one, was a major stroke, and then the other ones were transient.
They were
ischemic.
after?
Yeah, transient ischemic attacks, which are like minor strokes. So I ended up in the hospital because of that. And then that's when I noticed, like, that's when they told me, hey, you're having strokes, you have a hole in your heart. And then that's how
oh my
it
gosh,
happened.
I can't even imagine your family.
Yeah.
And they're still like, and you're still jumping out of planes. What's wrong with you? I love that. So I just love the adrenaline, so I can understand. It's like a personal thing, right? We're all crazy. But so you had a successful open heart surgery. And again, this is just your channel is just like a result of you always wanting to put this out and never getting to do it. So now is the time, right? Like, don't take time for granted.
Yeah, like I would always watch like other YouTube channels.
Yes.
Like how you were saying.
We were talking about that right now.
In Arizona or like New York, California, like all these big cities. They have these people making videos helping their community. And I was like, man, I want to do this here in El Paso. So I took action. And it made me going through all this to start, So if you're out there, start now. Don't wait till you go through something major and drastic to start doing what you want to do. 100%.
Well, I like that you just mentioned how we were talking about this earlier and talking about how we do see this on YouTube or Instagram and TikTok, where in other cities people are doing acts of kindness and stuff. I've had ideas too, they don't always work right. But, maybe I was like thinking, hey, maybe I should partner with Erick on some of these things. I wanted to do a water balloon fight in the middle of downtown at 3:00 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like some random thing, and just have like buckets of water balloons set up, and then fun, right? Yeah. Or like peanut butter jelly donations, and just that one didn't work well for me. I tried it. You know what I mean? But you tried it. And you tweak it to see what works and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm a big nerd for kindness. I put out a video not too long ago about my Ring doorbell. The FedEx driver delivered a package and then took a picture of my window, which says, be the Mr. Rogers in your neighborhood, right? Yeah. So I think it's incredibly important to spread kindness as much as possible. You never, ever, ever know what anybody's going through or dealing with. And sometimes, like, I've given someone a cookie with a note and it just changes their day 100%, and you did not even know all those emotions were possible. You just thought you were doing something nice. So I encourage everybody to do acts of kindness and pay it forward. And so I guess I was going to ask you, like, so how do you fund your acts of kindness? Because you give away laptops and or some, even sweet things like roses, and So I wanted to know, how do you go about funding it? Do you work with businesses? How do people reach out to partner with you?
Yeah, so like 80% of the videos have been funded straight out of pocket. So I work and I save and I put it up.
That's so sweet. You're buying laptops for people, bro.
And then also those other it was like 2 or 3 videos. I did get sponsorships from local people, from friends and stuff. Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah. So people can partner with you to do this.
Yeah.
All they have to do is reach out to you. And where are you? What pages, platforms are you on, so that way we can get people to follow you? How do they follow you?
I'm on everywhere. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You can find me at Erick, ERICK, Aguirre, AGUIRE _ And that same handle, you could find it on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. And then on TikTok, I think it's a little bit different, or maybe the same actually too.
Okay.
__, yeah.
Yeah, and if not, go to my page and go to the people I follow, and you'll find Erick there if you can't find him. But it's the same. I think it's the same on every. And it has a cool. Is that like you with a
hot air balloon? Yeah.
Oh, so cool. the adventurer. So, is there anything you're working on right now? Or
Yeah,
anything?
so now it's nice that you asked me about the funding. I actually started. I'm gonna make a brand out of the channel, and I
Okay.
started making shirts.
Oh,
So
cool.
the brand is called Open Heart.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the first shirt that we have,
This is so awesome.
and then here's the back of it.
That's dope.
And I'm actually working with a local print shop.
Okay.
The Barnyard Tees. Shout out to them.
I've never heard of them. Tell me more
Yeah.
about them real quick.
They're on Copia.
Okay.
And yeah, so I reached out to them. The owner Albert, he saw one of my videos.
Okay.
And he wanted to help me out. So
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
See, man, everybody just wants to help each other.
Yeah.
I love it.
So yeah, shout out to them. And you can, if you guys go on my Instagram,
Okay.
there's gonna be a link on the bio, on the second link, and you could place your order there. They're $30, and if you want me to ship it out, shipping is $6 around there. So
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then this money helps fund more projects.
yeah, so all that money is gonna go back into making videos.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And
And
so it just relieves me, like,
it keeps paying it forward.
Yeah, yeah.
You keep paying it forward, and I love the name and knowing the history and the
story,
background and the story of it. Yeah, it makes so much sense. And I really encourage everybody, please go follow him, go support him, buy a shirt, buy a few shirts. These are awesome gifts. And then when you're buying this, you're also gifting others that you have no idea about. And the only way to find out about that is by following him to watch his videos to see how you're gifting back. Yeah, paying it
Yeah.
forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It
So
sounds like a
subscribe.
circle, but it all made sense, right? Okay, cool. So subscribe.
Yeah.
I love it. Did we cover everything? Did you want to mention anything else?
The podcast that I
Yes. Tell me.
So I watch a few podcasts. There's a Jay Shetty podcast.
Jay Shetty.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like business people, and then also Patrick Bet David,
Okay.
and then Joe Rogan. He's a big one. I like being open-minded.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I like seeing other people's perspectives.
Sure, 100%.
Yeah.
And these are on YouTube that
On
you listen
YouTube,
to?
yeah.
Okay, cool. I love it. And do you have any tips or advice for businesses? I also want to tell you to partner up with MCAD. I tell a lot of people that come on here on the show to partner with MCAD. It's just find a grant writer if you don't know one. I feel like I know one. So message me and I'll help you get together with them. But to help, because MCAD, it's a scholarship kind of thing.
Okay.
It's a program where they help fund these things.
Oh,
So
really?
and this is just something where you're giving back to the community. So and then they pay for events and all that kind of stuff. So I think it would be like a really cool partnership for you
Yeah, I
guys.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I know, right? But you gotta come on the show. So any tips or advice, and how do you market?
Yeah. Okay. So tips. Obviously, you can on the more platforms you're on, the better.
Yep.
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Right now, TikTok, the algorithm it favors new users. So if you post something, the algorithm will send it out to more people.
Okay.
And then on Instagram too, I've noticed if you start a new profile, it'll help you out a little bit, in the beginning, right? But
Sure.
once you
Help a little
Yeah.
boost it, right? Before you start fitting in with everyone else under the
Yeah.
less than 1%
Yeah.
of your organic views.
And then also being consistent, that's the hard part. Being
100%.
consistent, posting every day, on your stories, or
Yeah.
that's the hard part. Being
It really
consistent.
is.
Yeah.
It really is, but it's so important. It's
Yeah.
incredibly important. Is there anything else you're asking for or looking for from the community?
All I'd ask for is to subscribe to the channel. That's how.
Perfect. And it's free. It's
Yeah,
free
it's free.
99.
And then eventually I'll get to the goal of being monetized, and then that'll help create more videos
funding,
and
yeah.
help more people out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it. So by just following and subscribing, you're paying it forward, El Paso. And then again, when you're able to purchase a shirt, you're going to be paying it forward with Eric by doing these the content through the video where he's giving out these awesome. It's prizes, it's smiles, it's hugs, dude. You make people's day,
Exactly, yeah.
and it's super freaking awesome to see. So thank you so much for joining me
Yeah,
today, and
thank
thanks
you
for
for
sharing
having
your
me.
story.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can I see the back of that shirt one more time
Yeah.
for people?
So it has a verse on it. But the moment one turns to the Lord with an open heart, the veil is lifted, and you see 2 Corinthians 3:16.
Oh, I love it. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So my journey, it inspired me to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Our
Thank you.
community thanks you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you.
Eric. All right, sorry, that's me back here moving around. All right, fellas, how's it going?
Very good.
All right. Oh my God, look, I had to move this camera back so I could see all that money. Oh my God, I'm blind. Okay, so Jason, what's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up?
I just hung out with you last week and the guys at the coin shop. Every year, you guys are one of the events that I look forward to. It's every February. So it's February 2025. We have this event happening this weekend at a brand new location that is right off the freeway in quote unquote New Central El Paso.
Yeah, New Central.
Yeah, right. So
the
there's
Best Western Plus.
Yes.
Off the Gateway West and Airway, 6655 Gateway Boulevard West. It's right by the Starbucks.
Yeah.
Easy to find.
Everybody knows Teddy's.
Yes.
Yep. Plenty of parking there as well. You guys make a stop by or hang out, swing by every day. It's 3 days in a row. It's
3 days.
free 99.
It's
Free days. Take the whole family, because what I really love is that it's educational as well. So kids have a blast at the coin show.
Yes.
Every year you guys do a scavenger hunt. They get to take home free money.
Yes, literally. Again, yes. So one of the things that our organization does, we are a nonprofit, is we host this yearly show. And so this is our 61st. And on the Saturdays, we always have an auction for the children. And basically what that entails...
Not an auction of children, people. An
Right,
auction
No
for
kid, we're not
the
auctioning
children.
kids, no. Although there's some people that might give their kids
Oh
away.
my, all right.
But what we do is we ask the kids questions about coins. We teach them about coins. We give them paper script, and then they can use that play money to bid actual real money. And they'll win prizes like this right here is an ancient Roman coin from, roughly 1,400, 1,500 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Quite an amazing, literally holding
That's
history
beautiful.
in your hands. Yeah, go ahead.
He's like, I want to see that too.
And
It's fascinating, and literally everybody is interested in money.
Yes.
Whether
yes.
you think so or not, like, just get your butts there and you will realize you're interested in money.
Everybody's got that sock drawer or that little jar in
Gerber jar.
Yes,
Yeah.
somewhere full of those unique little odd things.
Or with
that
the
are
film
coins.
canisters. I have all
Yes.
that from my grandparents. They had those things.
Yes, of course. And we also have a youth treasure hunt for the kids. So again, they get to go station to station and they win free money.
Right.
And it helps plant that coin collecting seed. But also our show, it mainly teaches people about money and allows the general public to have access to silver, gold. These are
Is
assets.
that a block of silver?
Yes.
Oh my
so
God.
this is what. Go ahead. So
Oh
this
my
is
God,
one
it
of
is
those.
heavy. I worked out, but dang. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's 100 ounces.
Here, take it.
So if silver goes up $10, that's an instant $1,000 profit.
What?
Boom. Yeah. So if it goes up only $5, you just made $500.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's
It's an investment for sure.
It's literally physical assets that you can hold on to. And the general public usually doesn't have access to gold or silver. You go to Walmart, you're not buying this at Walmart. They want to sell you what they want to sell you so they can buy this.
I wouldn't trust if they were selling it at Walmart.
We allow every single person in El Paso the entry level access to obtain something like this.
Well, David used to be a collector, right?
I was a collector up until last year. I did my first coin show last year here in El Paso. And like Jason said, it starts at the bank with regular currency.
Yes.
Yes.
And then sometimes you can find extraordinary currency.
Oh my gosh.
The only difference between this and this is a small little star that you see there. And that's called a star note.
Star note.
All 100 notes are star notes in that pack. So it takes the value of that from just $200 to anywhere from $300 to $600.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. $200.
Yeah, this is a $200 regular strap. So is this, but because it's a star note, the value goes up.
Big time.
Wait a minute.
And it's uncirculated, huh?
That's uncirculated
Yeah.
in
Oh,
sequence.
it's a
Yeah.
whole
It's
lot
a-
of
it's a
money. It's not
stack.
just one.
Right,
I
you can see the serial number ends with a letter,
Yeah.
and there it ends with an asterisk.
Wow.
So
Very
Dude,
nice.
I learned something new all the time. What is it? 2 years ago was probably my favorite, and I talk about it all the time because I go to Mexico a lot, and they just had those cool new pesos released.
Oh, yes.
Where you put the phone over it, and it is a whole 3D image. Like
I meant
stuff
to bring
pops
that,
up
yeah.
off the money, bro.
yeah,
It
what do they
comes-
call it?
It's
Augmented
wild.
reality.
It is art.
Yeah.
Augmented reality
Augmented
in our
reality.
money.
It's insane. It blew my mind. I was like a kid. Like, show me again. How about this one? What does that one look like? It was so cool. You never know what you're gonna find there. And it's not just money. You guys also have jewelry. Yeah. And I mean, that's always fun to look at.
Yeah.
I'm always on the turquoise hunt, you know.
So one of our guys, one of the dealers, Erick,
Yep.
of Liberty Rings, he doesn't just make rings. He makes necklaces. He makes bracelets.
Custom art.
He can make you pretty much whatever you want in the jewelry world.
Out of a coin.
It is amazing that somebody has not taken his talent and moved him somewhere else, and we're lucky to have him.
Yeah. And he's even doing a donation or a raffle.
Yes,
or
yes. So one of the items is a beautiful, beautiful silver necklace, and it's got, I'm gonna say it's 2-3 coins put together, and it's in a
Is it a
pendant.
bell?
Medallion.
It's a pendant. It's beautiful. You know, I think I might have him make me a custom watch someday.
Watch out.
You know, pocket watch, of course.
Oh,
you know,
beautiful.
With a big Mexican silver coin.
That'd be dope.
But his work's phenomenal. But that's not just it. You know, I mean, we're gonna have people with ancients, with paper money, tokens. I collect El Paso tokens.
Yeah.
So if you have tokens for El Paso,
Look at this brand new book. Look at this brand new book with
So-
honorable mentions.
yes. So this is a my latest my book, and received honorable mention, best reference book 2024
So
from
cool.
the International Latino Book Awards. They are the largest organization in the United States that recognize Latino subjects and authors. I submitted the book because it's about the borderland, and they truly saw the value. The organization's out of California, and quote unquote, the note that they wrote in my grading of this book was, I didn't know anything about coins, but I'm so glad that you documented it. And
That's so cool.
yeah, I mean, it feels good to be from a totally different area, but somebody else gets it.
Yeah.
And they see how important the borderland is, because again, most numismatic books, they'll have Texas, Mexico, New Mexico, metals, coins. What I did is take all that stuff of this area, try to condense it in one easy to use
How long did it
format.
take you to write
Oh,
this
this
book?
was years. This was years, at least 4. You know, but those were COVID years, so that's really like eight, 9 years.
It's a lost
COVID
years.
because you got so much time on your hands.
Right.
But the idea is you can literally take a metal, like you have one, and if it was, say, if this was this, you could lay it on there, and it's the actual size.
Yeah.
So it's also a scale.
Okay.
It's an actual reference tool. It's not just a book.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it different. You couldn't do this book in a digital format, because if you was to do that, the sizes wouldn't be right.
Yeah.
You couldn't use it. You couldn't compare.
You couldn't
I mean,
put your coin on it.
you
Yeah.
know, some of the information, but the idea is for you to be able to showcase some of the sizes of these different coins and know what their measurements are and what they're talking about. And of course, it's loaded with pictures of El Paso,
El Paso history,
and other interesting things.
Buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But, you know, again, that's just one aspect. So I'll be doing autograph signings at the coin show. But we're also going to have ANAC's coin grading. This coin here was authenticated by ANAC. So if anybody has any coins that they would like to submit for a third-party grading, ANAC will be available. ANAC is in the top 3 of coin graders, and they're running a great special. 10 coins for $140,
Okay.
which is roughly about $14 a coin. If you were to do it on your own, you would have to pay to mail all your coins, and of course you want to pay for insurance. They're going to accept it. and then it would be about $16 to $24 a coin. So they're really working a deal for you. So take advantage.
And you have to risk losing your money.
Yeah.
So can you tell me exactly what is coin grading for those of us that are unfamiliar?
Right. So like what David was saying with the money.
Yeah. Finding you found the special one, and then they mark it as a special.
Well, these are very old.
Uh-huh.
But one of the things he talks about using that book for authenticating purposes, when you send it to a third-party grader, whether it's PCGS or PMG or Annex, who's going to be at the coin show, they're going to authenticate it for you. So you can sell these with complete confidence that they're exactly what you're looking at.
And it has the little certificate above it and
Yeah,
everything.
they got-
So it's basically kind of, because I used to sell jewelry. So it's getting your piece
Certified.
yeah, and appraised.
Yeah, because besides authenticating, they're going to give you a grade. And the higher the number, obviously, the better the condition
What
is.
does the grade go up to?
70 is the highest.
70 is
It's a 70-point scale, yeah.
Okay.
So here's a 66, but it's a much lower value
Sure.
bill.
Sure.
But
That's so
66 is amazing. So for a grade of 65 or above,
Yeah.
it looks perfect at first sight. But then to get that grade, they have to have 3 additional people all look at it, and they all have to be on the same pages. Yeah, that's a 65.
Wow.
And this one here is actually better than it looks perfect. It's a 66. So 3-4 people had to look at that bill to decide. And if you
determine
compare these two, show her these two. Can you tell the difference between a 55 and a 66? They both look practically brand new,
Brand
right?
new, yeah.
But you're talking big money. The difference between just the 1 or 2 numbers
Yeah.
can be thousands of dollars.
Wow.
it's exponential. with
So
every
yes,
grade.
and they say paper money is it's the end all of coin collecting and
What?
numismatics.
What?
The end all, because it is so expensive. You can really dig yourself in a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But it's so fun.
Yeah, this $1 bill could sell for $1,400.
Easy.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What year is that?
This is 1896.
It's an
Gorgeous.
educational note.
It's
That's
called
the
an
title.
educational
Look how
note,
big
correct?
that piece is.
And you can actually read it too. It's the script on the tile
Yeah.
here, and then you can read all the names of all the
Oh,
presidents.
wow.
And it's basically education, teaching youth about the birth of our country.
Okay.
And they're pointing over the Potomac, and then you can see the Washington Monument. An amazing note.
Yeah.
One of the most beautiful that we've ever had.
With George and Barbara on the back.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So
Look how detailed
it's one of the first
it was.
early notes with a woman on it. How progressive.
Right. That's awesome. I love this so much. So you guys will also, we were just mentioning about the graders, special guests.
Yes.
You guys always have special guests there.
Always. So on Friday at the ribbon cutting,
Which is at 1:00.
it's at 1:00. There's going to be some Sun Bowl-ish, local college-ish. I can't release any information, but it's a big deal. And our new show chairman and president James has worked very hard to put this team together.
Okay.
So
Big surprises.
just be there.
I don't know that we've ever had a surprise like this. Like usually you're
this-
like, it's so and so and
yeah.
so and so and so and so's gonna be here, and this is like hush
Yes,
hush. Because
yes.
even at the coin shop the other day, you're like, shut up, don't say anything, Annie.
I'm not even allowed to be privy. He doesn't know exactly either, but
That's
it's
so cool.
It's going to be some cool guests. And again, we're this year we're fundraising with our Sun Bowl medal. The Sun Bowl
Yes.
is America's second oldest bowl game, and if I'm not mistaken, El Paso High hosted like the first 2 or 3 Sun Bowl games.
Okay.
And can you imagine everybody at UTEP inside El Paso High School Stadium watching the Sun Bowl?
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine the spectacle? but also imagine seeing it for the first time, those Roman gladiatorial stadium seats and watching the game. It must have been quite an amazing thing to see.
Yeah.
1935.
I was gonna ask the year, like, what a cool thing. I mean, all the houses too in that area and
Oh
everything.
yeah, there's all that new Roman Greco revival kind of thing.
So just like you say, just to see them all packing in, because this is a new big thing happening,
Yeah.
and not just here, but of course with the borders, and we have New Mexico and everything. So
Oh yeah,
it must have
New
been
Mexico
a real
was
big thing.
Like 20 years old as an official state, more or less.
What'd you say? Now?
1912, New Mexico.
Okay,
became
yeah.
an official state.
Okay.
But we all know that New Mexico has 400 years of history prior.
Right.
So 1935 was also the year that the Spanish Trail half dollar, which features El Paso on it, it was actually designed in El Paso, and I feature a chapter in my book about that.
Okay.
But you just name it, El Paso.
And going back to the Sun Bowl, I think there's a limited number of those coins that are made.
Yes. And even more special, tell us about
complete
what
set.
happened this year.
Oh yeah, so usually, there was a little bit of a fumble.
A snafu.
A little bit of a fumble. Usually the antique bronze coin, which is
This one?
Yes, which is that one. It's supposed to be the single that sold, but somehow ended up getting stamped and numbered, and it's part of the 2 metal set.
Damn.
So instead, our new brass proof finish coin is going to be the single
That's
sold this
fancy.
year. And so the certificate of authenticity doesn't quite jive, but if you look at them, it is what it is. But that's okay. We just got to move forward, and
That sounds like it'd be like one of those snafus later that'll be worth a little
Yeah, it could be
something,
worth it.
right?
And what is the number? Do you know how many they made of even the silver coin? Isn't that limited?
I want to say it was around 50 or 60.
Oh, very
There's not that
limited.
many.
Yeah.
There's not that
And you guys
many.
get way more people in these shows than that, so you want to make sure to get there early. I would recommend, it's again Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I wouldn't recommend getting there Friday to make sure if you want to pick up one of these coins before they're all gone.
And it's our big yearly fundraiser, because that's how
right.
we're able to put coins in kids' hands and teach people about money. It literally is to pay for our year.
And we're also going to have raffle tickets with about 10 or 12 great prizes.
13, there's 13.
prizes.
13. I love it.
Grand prize is
A $500 or a $1,000? What is it?
I think it's a $500
I think it's a
bill.
$500.
But it's worth
Graded?
like two grand.
So it'll come in something like
Yeah.
this?
Yes.
And if you check our video from last week, you'll get to see an actual video footage of
All
it.
the prizes are
Yeah.
great.
And it's only like $1, right?
Yeah, it's $1 per ticket.
And it's the cutest thing. You have the cutest people sitting up at the front table asking for your dollar raffle tickets. What costs it? You can't even get a Coke for $1 nowadays.
No, you can't.
And then you get the possibility of winning 200 plus.
That's right. That's
Wow,
right.
it's
And
insane.
Then, with them thinking about taking away the penny, if it was me, I'd go ahead and stock up on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. If anyone has the 2025 penny, I don't know if it exists.
What?
Okay, he called the first one, I want the second one.
I want the third one.
Yes.
So really, is this a hunt we're doing? I
Well,
love
They've
hunts.
been
Tell
talking about
me.
getting rid of the penny for years, and this might be the year it actually happens.
Yeah, because
So if
they
they've
stopped
made some-
production.
Yeah, so if they made some 2025s, they're going to be worth a lot of
Oh
money.
my God. Everybody check their pennies.
Yeah.
Go to the bank now. Pick up the penny from the street. I always do. It makes me think of my grandma, and she always did, so I always do it. Y'all don't waste money. It all adds up.
Yeah.
And it could be a 2025.
Yeah,
Oh my God. Which I get the third one. So
you got it.
I love it. So we've got raffles. We've got a kids auction. We have the
Treasure hunt?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me about
30
that.
dealers.
So, about 40. Well, actually, it's close, probably 40 to 50. But yeah, you're right.
Is that 40 to 50 dealers?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're going to be in there.
It's a big show, yeah.
Yeah. So the treasure hunt is ran by one of our special guests, Walt Ostermecki. He's done it several years in a row. He was one of the past presidents of the American Numismatic Association, which is the largest organization in the United States. They're known around the world. He'll also be taking up memberships if anybody wants to join. I recommend it. It's got a great magazine.
This is
Also-
literally one of the best deals groups that you could join, honestly.
Yes, yeah, it's a great magazine.
It's like what, $25 a year for the membership?
Oh yeah, for our local.
Yeah,
for our
sorry,
local
is
club.
that I got confused. I thought we were talking about the membership.
It's all connected.
Okay.
I'll also be accepting memberships and promoting the Texas Numismatic Association,
Okay.
which is a state level organization.
Oh, so that's separate from the El Paso.
Yes,
Okay.
except I'm District 10 Governor, so I represent El Paso and Las Cruces, and their dues are also $25, and you get a magazine for 4 months a year, and
That's awesome.
there's so much. And then, of course, our local organization.
Yeah, which I'm
we
saying
welcome.
all of this is free and $25, dude. With $25, you get to join.
Hello, 1985.
I know. I was just thinking, there's like, because I went to Tiratai today, and their lunch special for pad thai was $15.
Yeah.
I feel like their dinner is like 18 plus
Yes.
now. I haven't eaten there in a couple of years, probably 20 something now for pad thai. But I went for 15 today, and I was like, I was like,
With or
wait a
without
minute.
the Coke.
No Coke, Pepsi, please.
Yeah. You took the Pepsi out, yeah.
That's right. No, but nothing gets cheaper, right?
No.
This was my point.
No.
I was like, did they get cheaper? No, it's just lunch
that
special.
$25 membership
Never
gives you
changes.
access to a monthly meeting where there's
Yes.
an option at the end of every meeting.
Not just that,
If you want to grow your collection, you go there every month.
Yes.
but wait, there's more.
Yes, you get free donuts at every meeting
And
coffee.
and coffee
And-
an annual Christmas dinner. There you
boom,
go.
that's the one. That's like a $50 ticket alone for a Christmas dinner. Are you kidding me?
We've worked very hard, and as long as I've been on the board, to try to keep prices as low as possible. Because again, we're a nonprofit.
Yeah.
We want our show to be the fundraiser for the kids.
Sure.
And we don't want to take advantage of our membership. 25 is plenty. Maybe
it.
someday in the future we
$25 to make, oh my God, how much? How
Oh,
much?
yeah.
Like, it's insane. It's such a cool hobby to get into. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, you never know what you're going to find. The Bettis families, all the brothers, they're all, my dad and all his brothers, they're all collectors. So this is like, I'm going to try and have to drag my dad along to this
Of
this
course,
year.
of
Yes.
course, bring them. Bring them.
But it's perfect for everybody who's out there. They're wanting to learn, get into a hobby, learn more about money. Again, they're saying things are going to be obsolete. Well, what the hell? How do we know? What do we know?
That's
You
the
only
thing
know if
about
we go
collecting.
hang out with you guys.
That's right. You never stop learning when you're collecting because
Yeah.
there's always something new.
That's crazy.
One of the questions I always get asked is, like, because it's an antique, it should be worth $1 million. Well, it doesn't work that way.
Not necessarily.
Right.
Yeah.
There could be some antiques that are worth that much money,
Sure.
but recently in circulating coins, 2019 and 2020, the government put out West Point quarters. I think they made $2 million of each design.
Yes.
And those quarters right now are selling for $15 a piece, right from your change. Or you could send it to get graded, and obviously the value will go up. But these star notes are modern. They're 2017, 2021. So the age isn't always what makes something worth a
Valuable.
lot of money.
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
Right. Like this is a token from 1656. It shows Saint Michael on one side stabbing the devil with a pitchfork, and on the other side I think is Leopold II. Okay, so it's 1600s. It's worth like $50. So it's like 400 something years old. You would think it would be worth thousands or even millions, but it's not.
How come? Is it because there's so many of them, or?
That's part of it, but also rarity. A lot of
Condition, quality,
comes
yeah.
play,
And this is a 2018 Mexican Libertad 1 ounce.
Wow.
It's got an antique finish, and look at the price it was selling for last year.
What?
This is only $32 of silver,
Yes.
but the mintage is very low and the finish is unique.
That is so cool. Who even knows what's sitting in their pocketbook right now? Oh my gosh. So we're looking for a 2025.
2020 quarter with a W on
1920, okay, a 2020 quarter with a W.
Yes.
Okay. And then we got a 2025 penny.
it. Yes.
Yes.
And
yes.
give me one more.
1943 copper penny.
Okay.
Yes. I was just asked that over a KVI today.
Okay.
About the copper and the steel.
Okay.
So the whole deal is in 43 they took all the copper out because they needed it for the war effort, whatever they were using it for. But a few blanks got mixed in with the steel. So when they struck them, they were 43 coppers. And then again, and
At the end of 44?
at the end of 40, when it turns out to be 44, they went back to copper. There were a few steel blanks in there. So those are all worth money, big money. I think Ford wanted to give a car away if you brought him one.
What?
At one time,
I think
Ford Motor Company.
the record is $2 million for the
Yeah.
43
Whoa.
copper.
So a brand new Mustang to Ford
Yeah.
at
This
that
is a
time was nothing.
1940,
43.
1943 penny.
Copper
Yeah.
penny, yeah.
Dude, you back in the day you could have traded it for a car.
Yep.
Oh my god. You better check your pennies at home.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
there's
it.
definitely things you can still find in your pocket change. And if you come to the show, walk around, you're going to be surprised at things that you think are normal. They could have
Value. Yeah.
Big value.
Absolutely. I love it. I really recommend everybody get out there. If you're looking for a hobby, I know a lot of people, like I always tell people, El Paso needs to go sober or it'd be like a sober town or something like that. And I know a lot of people because I'm 15 years sober, I had a hard time finding a hobby. You know what I mean? I like to go hiking and walking and camping and hunting and all that kind of stuff. That's not for everybody. But this is super cool. And when you can make money at your hobby,
Yes.
and have a good time with it. And you guys all have such a great time at your shows, at your meetings. It's an excellent community is all I'm trying to say to get involved in.
It is. And what's interesting about our show compared to any other kind of convention or show is most shows and conventions, dealers come in, you buy their goods, they take your money, the money in El Paso leaves, and then you end up with a bunch of items. With our show, you buy those items. Yeah, they make money, that money goes, but you're left with you still have money.
You have something
And
tangible.
that means that money stays in El Paso. And if it grows, if silver hits $5 an ounce, you just made $500 for the city. Because you can spend that,
Sure.
whether it's on bills or
Local,
a restaurant, local business. Yes, exactly. So it pays yourself to grow your city in a way. And again, that's why you want to teach kids about money. So when they get older, they understand it.
And that's a good thing to talk about right now. The price of silver is about $32 an
Yeah,
ounce.
it's in a bull run right now.
And gold is actually at $2,900 an
Oh
ounce.
my God, yeah.
Which is an all-time high.
$2,900 an
Yeah,
ounce.
I don't
Just
think
a few years ago, it was
How much is
2,000.
silver?
$32 an ounce.
I'm gonna start selling turquoise jewelry soon online.
With silver, yes.
Yeah, sterling silver and
Yep.
semi-precious stones. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, and turquoise is big money too. Of course.
Yeah, they stopped mining it, and most of it's depleted. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's my.
So yeah, if you have stuff at home that you don't know if it's worth something, bring it on by.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dealers very knowledgeable in different areas, and they can definitely help you out with a value.
And I do have a question. Do you guys talk about or have booths on Bitcoin? I don't know anything about it, and I don't know
I don't know that anyone is going to be there.
I don't know if anyone will be
Yeah.
selling any Bitcoin, but
and I don't ever know if it's even part of it. But I just I thought the new you hear about it,
Probably
but
should start talking about including
I have
it, but
no
don't think
idea.
we
yeah. The hardest part is you can't show it. Well, there are some physical Bitcoins,
Right.
And but the other part is people that have it, they don't always want to let anyone know that they have it.
Okay.
Because
See, I
that's
don't know
the whole-
anything.
That's
It's like
the
this
whole crypto
elusive
side
thing.
of it.
I don't get it, bro.
You
I
know.
just don't get it.
Unless you're selling it,
I'd
you
much
won't tell
rather
anybody.
have
If you're
something I can
buying it,
hold in my
you know.
hands and I know it's real, and I understand money. You know what I mean? I don't understand some made up thing, which I wish I did. It's only better to educate ourselves, right? And so you know what's out there, but this is something I can understand. So we covered everything, right? We're gonna have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It starts at 1:00 on Friday. I'll be there with you guys for the ribbon cutting. We're gonna have a special guest there. You guys have to get your butts there. It's a one-day thing for these special guests that we don't even know who they are, but we already know it's gonna be amazing. We've all got the memo. And then we're gonna have Saturday and Sunday. So again, February 21 through 23, Saturday and Sunday, the 22nd and 23rd. They're gonna be open 9 to 6 and 9 to 4 on Sunday. It is kid friendly. Bring the whole family out. Free auctions for the kids. Treasures, what is it? A treasure hunt right? The treasure hunt. And then just all the collecting and nerding out to your heart's content. for 3 straight days. It's only once a year, guys. This is the 61st annual coin show, free to the public, free 99, and we're at a brand new location there, the Best Western, right off Gateway, what is it, West?
Yes, Gateway West.
You can't miss it. Everybody knows where it is.
Yeah.
It's all, you exit Airway. It's just right there. There is construction on Airway, so I might even recommend taking the back way in from Montana to Airway. Yeah, that's a good way too. But regardless, get your butts there. Just swing by if you have a few minutes. You might get stuck there for a few hours, but it's totally worth it. I can't recommend it enough. Is there anything else? How do we find you? Yeah.
You like to give people money and help them out. I want you to give this to somebody, this ancient Roman coin. I want you to give it to somebody.
Oh my gosh.
And that way you can, I don't know, somehow inspire them in some aspect of their life.
Dude, that's so sweet.
You know,
Thank you.
of course, man.
That's
I think what
awesome.
you do is really good. So we need more people like that.
Right? I couldn't agree more. And that's why I was like, oh, I have to ask Erick to come back on. So one of you lucky El Pasoans out there, you better watch Erick's show. You better follow him.
And like and subscribe.
Yes, like and
Yes.
subscribe. How do we find you guys?
So we're on Instagram and we're on Facebook, International Coin Club of El Paso. So you can like us and follow us there, but also again, we have physical monthly meetings at 7000 Edgemere at that St. Paul United Church.
Yes.
We rent the place from them and they allow us to have meetings there on the second Monday of every month. Those are really the easiest ways to get a hold of us.
Okay.
Again, stop on by.
Yeah, I love it. And out there for future events, if there's collectors that haven't found their way to you yet and they're interested in maybe participating in the
Yes.
coin show, how do they do that?
So they can, message us on Facebook. We will respond and we'll give you the information. And again, it's under International Coin Club of El Paso. Usually, my wife, which is also the Sergeant at Arms, she will respond to you and give you whatever information you need. And we hope to see you.
Awesome. Anything else, guys?
No, that's it.
All right.
Come to our meetings.
Thank you for hosting us.
No, yeah, of course. And I just have a few questions for y'all, if you don't mind. What type of marketing do you do? Do you have any tips or advice for nonprofits out there? And then what are you listening to? What podcasts, YouTube?
So he's gone over all the International Coin Club information. I just started selling last year, so I'm not that big into it. I'm starting on social media, which is kind of where all of this is headed. So I have an Instagram page called stars.n.strikes on Instagram. As far as podcasts, I don't really watch too many podcasts on coin or businesses, but I watch Dateline or other murder mystery podcasts.
Oh, I'm with you, man. I love it. Thank you. How about you, Jason?
And some of the marketing that we do, of course, we do Facebook marketing, through the events and you pay, and we also do that for our monthly membership marketing. We pay only $10.
I was going to ask if you do pay to ads.
Yeah, we do paid ads. We pay $10 a month, and we get 2 or 3 members every month. So
Oh, wow.
from $10, we get 25, 50, 75. So
So worth it.
we're able to reach so many people. On our event today, I looked at, we've reached 35,000 people.
Yeah, and I can tell you that it's worked because when I joined the club 10, 15 years ago, I was the youngest guy, which was kind of scary. But now there's a lot of new members, a lot of younger people that are getting involved in it, and it's got to be through this
that's so
marketing
great.
campaign.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. I've been pushing it the past couple of years, and it really works. Social media is one of the most powerful sources of information, and if you notice, even some of the news programs, they are starting to change what they do to mimic what is on social media. And it's funny because they have less followers. It's unfortunate because the news is very important. They provide a resource, but they have less followers than some of the local news information.
Fit Fam.
Yeah,
You can say
yeah.
it. Everybody loves Fit Fam.
Yeah,
You
matter
need
of
an
fact, they get
advertiser.
their news from that.
Have you ever advertised on Fit Fam?
No, I haven't.
I really recommend it. And if
It's a
you're
good
interested,
idea.
reach out to me because you guys all know when we got Leo Marketing from my day job. It's a local full service marketing agency here in El Paso, Texas. So when you're ready to take your marketing to the next level, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you. We can help you with everything from brokering TV, radio, billboards, and online, streaming commercials. Doesn't cost you anything to use me to do those negotiations for you. But we can also help with social media. Video production is huge for us. We have our own video production studio and video rental equipment company within Leo Marketing. Graphic design, photography, SEO, SEM. If you guys want to do Google, or what am I trying to say? Community outreach, PR, events, everything and anything under one roof. But I strongly recommend everybody market on FitFam. It's everybody's audience. Everybody's on there. Their rates are unbelievable. If you guys go out, do your own, or reach out to me and I'll help you out. I'll do it for you. It doesn't cost you anything for me to help you with that, okay? I'm just here to help you guys with your marketing. So like I was gonna reach out on FitFam and let me know and I'll do it for you, make that connection. And it's such a sweet deal and it's just a good way to get that extra little bump, you know what I mean? But anyway, so you guys advertise on social media is your heavy point, yeah?
Right.
Okay.
Right. We do that. Also, I've done interviews. I do interviews on the radio and on television on the different news stations.
How do you get those? Friends. Yeah. They're like, we're a badass local event, Annie. Come on. I love it.
Facebook's like the biggest game of tag because you're tagging everybody.
And if you're smart, I tell businesses to do that all the time. Like if you want to be noticed, you want them to notice you, you have to tag them.
Yes, of course. I mean,
because your organic reach is less
works.
than 1% of your organic reach, and less you're paying for those ads, which is obviously the bread and butter, right?
Yes.
Even if it's $10, you're making $75 off that $10.
Yes. And you can target specific groups, age groups,
and you're just doing boosts, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and so you can do boosts or the sponsored post, which you get even more down to the to the details. There's just so many ways. It's so inexpensive. It's the most direct form of targeting and least expensive form of marketing out there.
Yeah.
Period.
It really is.
So thank you for bringing that up because I mean, you guys have been around 61 years, and so it's cool to see you guys moving into these new areas, but you've already been there for a minute. Yeah. That's how we met, you know?
Yeah, so, I did the show for like 6-7 years. I was club president for 8. I think I've done something my entire time that I've been a member.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
it's dedication.
And if you look at the newspapers, they're this thin. You know, at first when we started, people, oh no, we got to do a newspaper. But that when they want $7,000 for this size of an ad,
man.
Are you?
No. Come talk to me. I'll help you spend that
and
money
then work their way
better.
down to 3,000. Where's all that other money go? Why are you doing that? Why are you hurting your own community in a way? What are you doing? But anyways, thank you.
No, yeah, of course. Anytime you guys need, I'm always here. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for giving us this information and having this event here in El Paso and giving us the opportunity for these kinds of things and to show our kids and take the whole family. I swear, you guys, take literally everybody and they'll have a good time there. Whether you're there for 5, 10, 30, or 3 hours, you're gonna have a blast. I promise you this. Is there anything else that we want to cover? Or what do you listen to? What's your podcast?
Okay, so I watch a couple things on YouTube. One is Adam Savage Tested. So he is the guy that was on Mythbusters and they would make all kinds of things. So what he does now is he's a maker. So he'll make miniature models and sets from movies and prop replicas, and he also goes to auction houses where they're actually selling actual items from different movies. For instance, the grappling hook from the original Batman with Michael Keaton. He's got it, he's looking at it. Or those giant robot monster things from The Fifth Element. He actually was able to show how the suit works and articulates. Really neat, different. The other thing I watch, Ohio Fish Rescue.
I love it.
Yeah, so I know.
It's your downtime, man. It's your downtime.
The fish are great, and they're also trying to promote a good cause. I mean, these fish, they start out real small and they end up being these massive fish and they have nowhere to put them. And so what do? Well, they adopt them, they house them, which is better than turning them loose into our public waterways, which creates invasive species, and you know we got enough problems with the environment. We don't need to be adding to it. So that they provide a great service and entertainment. You know, it's
good fun.
Yeah, it's just good fun.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. And real quick, because this is a cool opportunity, I've never seen one of these. Can you tell me what this is?
That's an uncut sheet of 32 $1 bills from 1999, and this is how our paper money is made.
Wow, that's an uncut sheet of ones. That's so cool, man.
So it was in '99. Do you think someone bought this thinking the world was going to end and they were going to fold it up and take it with them?
Yeah, it was to avoid what was the big
Y2K?
Yeah, the
Y2K.
Oh yeah, everything implode.
Just too cool,
Ones
man.
and zeros, right?
Awesome. I want to just show this real quick one more time. You guys get there this weekend. Come join us and tell them I sent you. And real quick, I'm going to do just a quick sponsor shout out. Thank you so much to Star City Studios for always allowing me to use this awesome facility for my show. I literally couldn't do this without you. I would also like to thank El Paso Family Dental. If you guys are looking for a local dentist here in El Paso, I highly recommend El Paso Family Dental. I got my aligner work done there, and I just love it. I really can't recommend them enough. It makes me feel more confident. Everybody has their own reasons for doing what they need, and they do life-changing work there. So just follow them, give them a try, check out their work, and see for yourself. I also want to mention Open Rewards. I don't know if you guys saw the post I did a few days ago, but go check it out. It's on my feed. I'm going to do another one soon, but this February you can get free $20, fellas. Y'all hear me? Free $20. Oh, sorry. All you have to do is download an app, and I know we all hate downloading apps. It's called Open Reward, but this one makes you money. And what it does is it's partnered with Buy El Paso, which we all know they support local businesses. So they partnered up. It's this app, and it has a list of local businesses, restaurants to go and support. When you do, you upload a picture of your receipt and you make like 5% back or however much on that ticket. And then you create a bank of money within this app that you get to redeem when you're, so like I went to Teratai today and I had credit in my account and it paid for my lunch. And so that money that was in my credit, once I paid my bill with my credit card at Teratai, I do all the redeeming stuff, and it's going to transfer that amount of money to my bank account. So basically that was a free lunch, that with accumulated balance that you guys make. So I really, it's a beautiful app. I've not ever talked to you about anything like this before, and this is because I really do recommend it. I believe in it. It's going local as much as possible. This is the best way to do it. It's a whole list of places. Maybe you've never heard of them. Maybe you didn't. It's been a while since you've checked them out, but it's really helped encourage me over the last couple of weeks to go local even more than I already do. Okay, so again, Open Rewards. Download the app. Use code FREEEP. No. That's not right. It's Love EP, LOVEEP. And that's on my app too, on my post from a couple days ago. You'll get that code there and all the information, but it's super easy, really user friendly. If you're a business, there's even a way for you to sign up and get your business added to that. And it doesn't cost anything for local businesses to sign up. You just get benefits of having more people come in. So, that's all. That's it for my spiel. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Really go and check out these awesome pages. We have Erick Aguirre. If you're interested in partnering up and giving back to the community, this is an excellent way to do that. Also, the International Coin Club of El Paso. Check out their event this Friday through Sunday. Only 3 days, once a year, 61st Annual Coin Show. It's free 99, free to the public. So I hope to see you guys there. All right. And then, yeah, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's free. Help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. That's all I need. That's it. But thank you guys for going local, and I'll see you next time. Bye.